Sabili Academy presents Islam Step by Step. Course 9, Your Food and Drink. Sheikh Asim Al-Hakim.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وآله وصحبه ومن اهتدى بهداه أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته and welcome to Islam Step by Step. We're still discussing the issue of what to consume and what not to consume. And we talked about intoxicants and how prohibited it is in Islam to consume and to have anything to deal with, to the extent that it is one of the really major sins in Islam. And nowadays, we have something that is not considered to be labeled as quote-unquote wine, because all what we see is wine in the Quran. We have something that is not classified as wine. So does it take the same ruling? The answer is yes. The Prophet said, alayhi salatu wassalam, whatever intoxicates in large quantities, then little of it becomes prohibited. So if one says, I take 1 can of beer and I'm not intoxicated, is it halal or haram? We say if you drink 6-pack and you become wasted, then even little spoonful of beer would become haram for you. And it does not matter what the name is. So whatever label these intoxicants have, it is prohibited. So this is what we drink. What about recent drugs that are on the market where people consume or use to get high, to be in the mood? Well, the question is, does it intoxicate you? Does it hinder your decision making? Does it impact your choices and affect your mental ability? The answer is yes. In this case, it takes the same ruling. Due to the fact that it destroys your nervous system and afflict those who take them with various psychological and neurological disorders, this may also lead to death. Allah says in the Quran, وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ إِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ بِكُمْ رَحِيمًا. Do not kill yourselves. Allah is most merciful to you. So all types of drugs, whether taken in the form of pills or sniffed or drank or injected, it is all prohibited because it's all part of intoxications. We're talking about pot, marijuana, hash. We're talking about amphetamines, crack, heroin, opium, cocaine, in the whole 9 yards. All of these LCD pills, all of these fall under the same category. It is not that Islam doesn't want you to become high. If you can become high on halal things, be my guest. But when you become high and pay a high price for that, losing your dignity, losing your religion, losing your honor, in this case, Islam preserves this and makes it a priority for you to also observe this. This is haram. This leads you to all evil acts. It is the mother of all evil. And look at countries that are affected by this plague. Countries that may consume what everybody think it's a normal plant or sort of vegetation, like qat, for example. This is something that some people in Arabia and Somalia and the neighboring countries, they chew and put it in their mouths. And they remain in this state for many hours, losing thousands of dollars a month on it, being inactive, unable to work or to do anything that is beneficial. Their countries used to be rich and productive. Now they are begging people. And all countries that accept such drugs and have thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of junkies on their streets will eventually fall and collapse. This is something that Shaitan works hard to introduce, and the Muslims are definitely among the top of the list, the priority list of the enemies of Islam, to introduce this disease, this pandemic, which is addictive and which would lead people to lose all what they have been granted and gifted by Allah. And on the top of that is their sanity, their wealth, and their health. هذا والله أعلم ونسبة العلم إليه أسلم وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد.